Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today I'm going to be going ahead and reviewing the Bounty Essentials paper towel. I am going to compare it. This is the Bounty Essentials paper towel right here. I am going to compare this to regular Bounty right here. And we're going to see how it stacks up with regular Bounty, if we really even need to bother to buy the Bounty Essentials. And then I'm also going to compare it to my current one that I'm using, which is Members Mark Sam's Club paper towels is what I'm currently using. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please click the button down below. Now let me go ahead and turn the camera over here so we can see and do a little experiment and see how each of these paper towels stacks up to each other. Here's the little experiment that I've got going on. So again, this is Bounty Essentials, Bounty, and then Members Mark. So the first thing I noticed was the Bounty's Essentials, I ended up buying this, and it was 4 rolls in a pack, and it was equal to 8 rolls. I paid only $3.99 for the pack, which was, you think a pretty good deal. That averaged out to be 49 cents a roll. Now, the regular Bounty, I ended up looking up online on my Kroger website, and it says that 4 rolls of this, that's equal to 8, was, get this, $10.99. So that averages out to be $1.37 a roll. And now my Members Mark over here, when I purchased this, the lowest amount I can get is 15 rolls in a big, huge pack, which cost me $19.98, which averages out to be $1.33 a roll. Now, again, you're getting in bulk, and then you don't have to go to the store as often. Now, I did notice with the Bounty Essentials, they're all 2-ply paper towels. So the Bounty Essentials is 2-ply with 124 sheets. The Bounty is, get this, only 98 sheets per roll. And then the Members Mark is 150 sheets per roll. So both of these towels here have more sheets per roll than a Bounty, which is kind of shocking, because sometimes you think because it's Bounty and it's name brand that maybe it would have more sheets per roll, but it does not. Now, the design of this one, as you can see, I don't know what you would call it. Looks like a whole bunch of kind of weird wavy lines. The design of Bounty, it looks like diamonds, and it really does say the word Bounty on here, if you can see that right there. And then the Members Mark paper towel, it looks like a whole bunch of diamonds with a whole bunch of little marks right there. So all in all, the design is nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't matter what they look like as long as it does an excellent job. Now, the texture of each paper towel, when I feel it, this one actually doesn't feel that bad. It's not that rough. It has a little bit of softness to it. The regular Bounty, if you really must know, it is extremely rough. It kind of feels in a way a little bit thicker than the Bounty Essentials. And the Members Mark, it feels thinner than, of course, the Bounty. But the Members Mark towel, it is rough, but I don't honestly think this is more rough than Bounty. But like I said, the Bounty Essentials is softer if you're just like touching it like that. Now we're going to go ahead and do an experiment. Now, I've got each paper towel tore off, and I'm going to see, this is actually apple juice. I figured that would be the only way you guys could see it. So I'm going to go ahead and see how much each paper towel can absorb. Now, I know mostly Bounty Essentials is not really supposed to absorb, but I'm going to see how much liquid it can absorb, and if after it's being absorbed, does it drip? You know how when you soak up a mess and then you want to throw it in the trash, but you don't want to say leak the mess all over the floor, so you can hurry up and get to the trash. So I want to see what it's going to do. This is the same amount of liquid in each. I might have put a little bit too much liquid, but you know how if you have a child and they spill It seems like the mess is quite large. Now this was about 1/4 cup of liquid. So, you know, it looks like this one definitely was a little bit too much liquid, but if you look here, this has absorbed a lot, but again, it's drippy. So, I mean, I was kind of surprised that it even absorbed that much because I wasn't really sure what the Bounty Essentials would do. You know, so it definitely, you know, definitely has some drips there for that one. Now the Bounty right here, and again, this is, let's see, let's put it down. I'm gonna try to put that down there. I don't know if it's gonna be able to absorb all that liquid because again, I may have put a little bit too much liquid in there. But it looks like I'm gonna give it just another little bit here. And the Members Mark over here, let's see if that can even absorb any. Now I don't really, you know, when I use Member Mark, it does absorb some liquid, but it doesn't absorb, say, all the liquid. So as you can see, it's still there. So let's see about the Bounty. Now decently, yes, of course it's dripping a little bit still. But, you know, it did absorb definitely more liquid than the Bounty Essentials, as you can see how much darker that is. So the Bounty definitely can pick up your mess a little bit better. I mean, you might need more additional paper towels in order to get this mess up. And then the Members Mark here, well, I mean, it sucked up quite a bit. A little bit, it actually sucked up a little bit more than the Bounty Essentials. So I'm going to go ahead and pull off another one and see if it will suck up the rest of this liquid. So now I have used 2 paper towels for each one to see if it will soak up this apple juice that I have. So again, Bounty Essentials, I've used 2 towels and we still have liquid. So it looks like you're going to be using a lot more towels to get this liquid up, which in turn, even though you're paying a cheaper amount, it may not be worth it. So let's look at the Bounty here. Again, this was 2 towels, and look, the liquid is pretty much almost all gone. So even though it was a whole lot more expensive, if you're really trying to clean up a mess because you have children or I have a pet, you know, you might want to maybe buy the other, you know, buy the expensive Bounty because look, it is getting it within 2 paper towels. That's pretty impressive. Now the Members Mark here, again, this was 2 towels. Wow, look at that. So that's not that much left at all on the plate. Again, compared to Bounty Essentials where there is a lot left on the plate. So, I mean, if you can't afford the Bounty, it looks like Members Mark is doing pretty good too. That is excellent picking up. So now I'm going to go ahead and wet a towel and see how it does by cleaning up a mess if it's going to shred. You know how when you have I'm not going to rub the applesauce on the counter, but I'll go ahead and rub some water and I'll show you what it does. Now, in this experiment, I've wet each paper towel. We've got Bounty Essentials, we've got Bounty, and we've got Members Mark, which is Sam's Club. So you know how when you get a spill and, you know, you've soaked your towel and you're trying to, you know, maybe you're using your paper towel because you want to scrub something. Maybe it's your kitchen countertop and you've got it wet and you want to use it like a rag. Let's see if it's going to shred. So if you're rubbing this around, of course, you are going to be able to scrub it. It doesn't look like it's tearing. You know how when you just like rub some and then you just, you know, and then it just shreds. So all in all, this towel, the Bounty Essential, looks like it ended up holding up. Now the regular Bounty, if you scrub, it doesn't seem like, you know, and I'm really scrubbing. And again, you know, if you're going like this and you're pushing down like that, oh, well, that made a hole. So let's see about the other one. So if I do that and put down, and if you really, really scrub like that, I'm scrubbing and poking it. Shockingly, maybe I didn't poke hard enough, but that actually did not poke through, which is shocking. And then the Members Mark, you kind of rub around, and I'm going to kind of just poke in one area like I'm really scrubbing, you know, trying to get that gunk off the countertop. And let's see, that one held. A little bit more. And shockingly, that one held too. I can't believe the Bounty, after, like I said, all I did was apply a little bit of pressure back and forth, and it ended up shredding. Maybe I ended up poking it a little bit too much there, but I was kind of shocked at that. So all in all, it looks like they both do an excellent job when wetted in order to scrub something. So the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is, some people use the paper towel to, say, clean a mirror, because sometimes, maybe it doesn't clean effectively. And I'm going to show you with each paper towel how it ends up cleaning on a mirror. Now I have sprayed a bathroom mirror, and I'm going to take the Bounty Essentials right here in my hand, and I'm going to go ahead and see how it cleans. Well, that looks like it's done pretty well. And it didn't even look like it left any fibers. You know how sometimes when you clean, sometimes you're leaving the fibers of the paper towel on your mirrors or your windows? The Bounty Essentials looks like it did an excellent job. So let's go ahead and try the Bounty. So I'll go ahead and respray it. So this is regular Bounty. Let's see if I can get most of that. I was starting to have a little bit of residue there, but I was able to wipe it up. So Bounty did excellent there. And now we'll go ahead and try the Members Mark paper towel. Oh, I don't know about you. It's like smearing there. Seems like it's taken a bit longer for me to really apply the pressure to get it down there. But looks like all three of the paper towels did an excellent job where they didn't leave any extra fibers on your glass. Now we're going to do the face test of the paper towel. Now, sometimes parents, I probably have done it way long time ago, because my kids are 28 and 24, so that was a long time ago. We would use a paper towel to actually wipe a child's face. So are these paper towels okay to wipe a child's face? Let's go ahead and try it. So again, the Bounty Essentials is rough. So let me see. It's not that bad on my face. It's not going to like scuff my face or like make it real, where there's abrasions or anything like that. So you could wipe a child's face with the Bounty Essentials. It's not that bad. It is a little rough, but not that bad. I don't know if you've ever tried Viva paper towels. It feels like a cloth. Those are the softest things. If you're really going to wipe a child's face, I would say that is definitely softer than this. So let's go ahead and try the Bounty. And again, the Bounty, it feels pretty rough. I'll show you what sandpaper feels like. I mean, I'm not going to put sandpaper to my face, but maybe my hand. But Bounty is pretty darn rough. So Bounty, it's not horrible, but if you rub a certain way, I think if you're rubbing really hard, I think you are going to hurt a child's face with Bounty because it is rough. And then the Members Mark. Now you could rub pretty hard. This is pretty soft. I'm rubbing, let's see, we rub on the other side with the design. It's pretty soft. I don't think it's going to hurt a child's face. See, if I had to rub one on my children, if they were small, honestly, I probably would rub the Members Mark. It definitely is softer than Bounty Essentials. And Bounty to me is really rough if you're going to wipe a child's face. I would not do that. And I mean, Bounty is about as rough as sandpaper. So if I rub that across my skin, that's pretty nasty. That's awful. You rub Bounty, it's a little bit softer, but it's close to sandpaper. I would definitely not wipe a child's face with this. So what paper towel do you think ended up being the best? Well, again, it depends on your household, what you're cleaning up, what kind of messes. You got children, you got pets. If you have no children and no pets, you might be able to get by with a cheaper paper towel like the Bounty Essentials. My husband hates the Bounty Essentials. He tried it the other day to pick up a mess and he said, this thing's rough and this thing's not working. So he honestly did not think it was worth it for me to buy the Bounty Essentials. Yes, I only paid you know, I paid for 4 rolls for $4, but it was equal to 8. But he said he honestly thought it was not worth the price. He said I should have just used Bounty if he was going to really pick up a mess. Or he likes the Members Mark. That's the one that he really, really likes. So Members Mark held its own next to Bounty with picking up a mess or a spill. So honestly, I think I like Members Mark better. Do I like Bounty? Absolutely, hands down. I love Bounty, but I definitely would not wipe a child's face with it. But, you know, picking up a mess, yeah, Bounty is the king of all paper towels. But the price, you know, I know it's more expensive. Yes, it does an excellent job, and that's probably why we're paying that price for the quality. But in today's era, with everything going up and a lot of people that are having trouble paying their bills, etc., sometimes you're trying to cut a little bit of corners. And, you know, if you want to cut some corners, I suggest the Members Mark by Sam's Club. Yeah, you'll have to have a membership to Sam's Club, but you can always get with a friend. Your friend could go, you know, for you, and then you can get, you know, some of these paper towels, and again, you're going to be getting 15 rolls in a pack. That's going to last you a long time. Now, I do not use a lot of paper towels in my house. I use a lot of dish towels because that ends up saving me a lot of money. But again, you know, if I have a dog spill or a mess on the carpet or the floor, I'm not going to use my dish towel to clean that up. That to me, I think is a little bit yucky. Just, it's not me. I would rather use a paper towel so I could clean up the mess and then immediately bag it in a trash bag and get it out. So all in all, I think the Members Mark is the perfect thing, you know, for today's economy. You know, if you have more money to burn, then by golly, get the Bounty, but definitely don't wipe your child's face with it. Well, if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.